Forget silicon. Seriously, the future of computing might actually be biological. Today, we're going to dive into how the very code of life, DNA, is being completely repurposed to build the computers of tomorrow. It's this wild idea where biology and technology are starting to merge, and believe me, it could change everything.
So let me just start with this. What if the computer sitting on your desk didn't run on silicon chips, but on the exact same biological code that runs you? I know, it sounds like something straight out of science fiction, right? But it's a real active field of research. So what would a computer made of DNA even look like? Well, that's exactly what we're here to figure out.
To really understand where this tech is going, we have to start at the very beginning, with the source code itself, the master code of life. Yeah, we all recognize this iconic shape, the double helix. It's DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, and you can think of it as nature's original hard drive. It holds the complete, unabridged instruction manual for every single living thing on this planet. It's a biological blueprint that's been perfected over billions of years. And when I say efficient, the numbers are just staggering. A single gram of DNA, just 1 gram, could theoretically store more information than all the world's biggest data centers combined. It's incredible. Nature basically mastered data compression on a molecular level billions of years ago. Okay, so we've established that DNA is an absolutely amazing storage medium. But what if we could use it for more than just, storage? What happens when we try to turn this biological hard drive into an actual processor? This right here. This is the fundamental shift. For over 70 years, all of our computers have spoken a pretty simple language, binary, a whole world built on just zeros and ones. But DNA computing, it speaks a completely different language. Instead of just 2 options, it has 4. The nucleic acids adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine, A, T, C, and G. This just blows the doors wide open on our computational language. So how does this actually work in practice? I mean, we're not building tiny circuits out of DNA strands. Instead, we're using its natural chemical properties. See, in a test tube filled with custom-designed DNA, certain strands will naturally just bind to others based on their A, T, C, and G sequences. By controlling these reactions, we can actually perform incredibly complex calculations. And this isn't just theory. It was first proven way back in 1994 when a scientist named Leonard Adleman used DNA in a test tube to solve a really complex logistical problem. Okay, so it's a fascinating idea, a really cool science experiment. But what does it mean for the real world? Why is this new frontier in computing so important? The real game changer here is something called parallel processing. Think of it like this. A traditional computer is like one single, incredibly fast librarian searching for a book. A DNA computer, on the other hand, is like having trillions of librarians searching every single shelf in the library all at the same time. This massive parallelism lets us tackle problems that are just impossible right now, even for our most powerful supercomputers, things like breaking complex codes or modeling intricate biological systems. So again, it all comes back to this one fundamental shift. We're moving from a simple 2-letter alphabet of zeros and ones to a much richer 4-letter genetic alphabet. Ultimately, what we're witnessing here is something profound. That clear, distinct line we always drew between the natural biological world and our artificial technological world, well, it's starting to dissolve. We are literally learning to speak nature's language to solve our own most complex problems. And that really brings us to the ultimate question, doesn't it? As we learn to write code in the language of life itself, what becomes possible? Designing revolutionary new medicines from the ground up, creating truly unbreakable encryption, accurately modeling our entire planet's climate, the potential is just mind-boggling. The era of biological computing is just getting started, which leaves us to wonder, what problems will we solve next?